Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're on the side of the interstate and I'm going to show you how to change a tire on your Subaru Ascent. So I normally wouldn't make a YouTube video on the side of the interstate, but when I sent the customer a video on how to find his spare, I didn't really like the video that I sent him. It was too dark. So first thing you want to do is open your hatch on the Subaru, then lift up your floorboard, and then down here in the lower compartment should be right here. So we're going to remove this and slide that up there, and then you can see you got your jack right here, and down here this is your tow hook and screwdriver, and then over here is your tire lowering stuff, your lug wrench, your crank tool for the jack, and then the thing to lower the spare down. Alright guys, so just pluck this thing up. It has like these little plastic things that hold it in, but get something flat like a butter knife or your finger and just pry it up, and then under here you'll have this little rubber plug. Pull that up, and then this will go onto here like so, and then you can take your lug wrench and put it on here and crank it like so. But we'll have to pull this out of the way as well. Kind of give ourselves some room. They still don't give you enough room to crank this. Might have to put that seat forward a little bit to get that to go forward. But basically just crank this down counterclockwise, and that's what lowers the spare from underneath the vehicle. The spare's down here. It's held in with that like bow tie looking thing, but you can't lower it from underneath. You have to lower it from here, so it's imperative that you have the room to lower it. Okay, so now that we have room, we can take this and you just kind of crank it like so, lefty loosey, and that lowers the spare from underneath. Lowers it on that cable that you see right there. You just have to keep lowering it forever. Now, if you have an impact with a 19 on it, you can take this, but just do it slowly. That'll speed up the process. Now you want to do it till it won't go down anymore. That way you have enough slack in the cable. Oh no, I got it. Thank you though. Like that. And just keep going until it won't go anymore. And don't force it. And then you're done. Then you can pull it out. And then you just kind of lean it to the back of the car. Take this, shimmy it up, and feed it through. And there you go. And then just kind of hold this as you crank it back up to give it some tension. And you know, I put my foot on it like this, and that creates a little bit of tension when it starts to crank back up. Take a minute here. Like I said, just crank forever, but in the sake of speeding things up, we're gonna just use this impact because we're on the side of the interstate here. Go nice and slow up, and then you'll see it just retract back in. Now let it hang about 12 inches or so. You don't want to go all the way back up, because without the weight of the spare on there, it'll sometimes create slack, and that'll bind up the winch under there. So you don't want to do that. And then just put all this stuff back. So I'll grab the lug wrench, the jack, and the crank tool, and come around here to the front. Here's our flat here. So with the flat being on the front, we're going to use the front jacking point, which is right here, and we'll just open this up like so by hand until we can get it underneath the vehicle. And you want it to land on this base right here. Right here, this pinch weld, that metal, that's where that thing's gonna land at. So you just crank this up, like so. Get it to land on there. There you go. Now you can start cranking it up. We kind of got some room with this turn lane, so it ain't so bad today. All right, then we take our lug wrench, put it on our lug, and just step on it to break it loose before we jack the vehicle up. Okay, so in your glove box or here in the back, you'll find a something like this, a little bag that has your key for the locking lug nut in it. Just go ahead and open that up. And that's what your key is going to look like for your locking lug nut. Like I said, it's usually in the glove compartment, the center console, or here somewhere in the back. So find this, and we'll go up here, set that onto the locking lug nut. Make sure it locks in nice and tight, and then we take our lug wrench, put it on there like so, and then just turn it. Like so. There you go. That takes the locking lug nut off. Alright guys, don't forget to set your parking brake, which is the P button here in the middle. Pull that up. And on your dash, it'll say park in red letters. Alright guys, for the sake of speeding things up, use this impact here. Again, it's just a 19mm. Does the same as the lug wrench, just a lot faster. Alright, get that out of here. Get the new one in. Just take this one, pick it up, roll it in there. Alright guys, for the sake of speeding things up, use this impact here. Again, it's just a 19mm. Does the same as the lug wrench, just a lot faster. Alright, get that out of here. Get the new one in. Just take this one, pick it up, roll it in there. Slide the wheel on, take your lug nuts, put them on by hand. Righty-tighty. Okay, and just screw them all on by hand. It's a lot faster and than doing it with the lug wrench. And once you get all of them on there, take your lug wrench and tighten them. But in a cross pattern, you know, from here and then across. You can start anywhere, but you got to tighten them in a cross pattern. That means not one after another. And then once you get them nice and snug up here, we'll let the jack down and then we'll retighten them. Man, I'd rather use my floor jack than do it by hand. Yes, I do have an impact and I do have a floor jack, and I can do this faster, but I wanted to show you guys how to do this. So that's why I'm doing it by hand. Once you get it down on the ground, just put the lug wrench on there, tighten it down by hand or by foot. Just as tight as you can. Again, still using a cross pattern to tighten it. There you go. As long as you get it as tight as possible, you're good. There you go. Guys, when you put your jack back in, like so, you want to go ahead and open it back up after you get it in there so it doesn't chatter while you're driving. Get your little thing clipped back down, all your tools back in there, everything in the floorboard down here, snap back in, and we're good to go. Okay guys, so even though I got it tight with the factory lug wrench, we'll take this Milwaukee impact with the almost charged battery, put it on setting number 2 and check it. Good, 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 good. There we go. All right, good to go. All right guys, well, not the best place to make a video, but it's where I had to make this one, so I hope it helped you out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, drop me a comment. See you guys on the next video. Bye now.